Okay, Scotty, I'm going to ask you questions about jobs. Think about a job you would like to have. What's a job? Being a scientist. How much would you want to work at this job?
Not too much. I have lots of other jobs I'd like to be.
Oh, because you have other jobs you'd like to be? So one thing is that we're trying to figure out with this interview while we're practicing on you is we're trying to figure out if the question is confusing to kids or there's words that they don't understand. Because this is really for grown-ups. So if it's a word you don't know or you don't think other kids will know, then tell me, okay? How much would you like and enjoy working as a scientist?
Oh, I joined that a lot.
Okay.
So,
Would you like your coworkers?
probably, yeah.
Who are coworkers?
The people that, the other people like you that help.
Right. So, like, who's my coworker?
Cola,
Who's Daddy's coworker?
Chris.
Yeah, good.
I think it's his boss.
Well, that's his boss, but also his coworkers. So now I'm going to say a statement. You tell me if it's true of you or not. My coworkers and I would get along well.
Yeah, sounds correct.
I would probably become friends with my coworkers.
Yeah.
I could ask my coworkers questions about doing my job.
No, that won't mean you're much small at your job. Exactly.
If you ask people questions, it means you're not smart enough.
Oh, well, maybe it's okay because you don't know, but
Okay. You wouldn't ask too many questions.
yeah. I like a few, but many.
Okay. I would get paid the same amount of money as my coworkers.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay. My boss would grade my work fairly.
Yep.
I would be able to get a promotion, which is a raise and a better job, when I deserve it.
That sounds good. I like that job, so.
If I got made the boss, my coworkers would be happy for me.
I'm trying my best to be a boss.
Okay. I would probably have a lot of the same hobbies and interests as my coworkers.
I don't really think that would happen.
Why?
Because there's lots of scientists, you know.
Lots of different kinds. What are hobbies?
Hobbies are things that you do.
Okay. Like, what is your hobby?
Playing video games.
Playing video games? Okay. And you don't think other scientists at your work would play video games?
well, like now.
Right. Oh, you don't think you'll have that same hobby when you grow up? Hope not. I would probably have the same values, which are things I think are important, as my coworkers.
Yeah.
You think you'd share values with your coworkers? What are some values that you have?
Stuff that I like.
Stuff you think are important.
Oh. This house, my family and stuff?
Yes, good. Good answers. I would fit in well with my coworkers. Think so? What does fit in well mean?
It doesn't mean like fit. It just means like you're good at it. You'd be the same as
Okay.
yeah.
I would probably have the same amount of school as my coworkers.
Oh yeah.
You think that's true? What does that mean?
It means when you get teach to do that kind of stuff.
So you would all have gone to college or graduate school or something? You think all scientists go the same amount of school?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay.
So, I hope not, because if I'm the boss, I'm like, I know that question. That's the only person in the whole entire woman saying that.
If I wanted to fit in this job, I would have to change the way I act. Would you have to change the way you act to fit into A scientist job?
I do not think so.
Can you think of a job where you would have to change the way you act?
I don't really know.
See, would you have to change the way you act if you were a kindergarten teacher?
Oh, yeah.
How would you have to change the way you act?
To like little kids.
Yeah, to like little kids, you don't like them now? I think I would want to stay at this job for a long time.
Well, long enough that I can get off the job and then go to the other jobs.
Because you have so many jobs you want to do. I would want to help teach my coworkers about things that I am good at.
Yeah. Sounds.
Like, what sorts of things would you teach them?
Stuff about that job that I really don't know right now.
Okay, you would know it back already then.
Yeah. So I'm only 8 years old.
My coworkers would think having a lot of different kinds of people at a job is important.
It's kind of bad because different people mean different thoughts and different problems and different. So if there's different problems, now it's like the teacher would have to be told.
So if you were a teacher and all the kids had different problems.
No, I'm talking about like a science teacher.
A science teacher. Or the boss of scientists and they all had different problems. That would be hard.
Yeah.
Would you like to work at a job or go to school where people didn't have a lot of problems, but they were different than you? Like, there were kids who came from different kinds of families. Some families had 2 parents, some families had 1 parent. Some families were black, some families were white.
I mean, that's practically usual.
That's practically usual.
Yeah, that happens like all the time.
Do you think it's good when different kinds of people go to the same place to work or learn?
Well, they have to react.
What does that mean?
Well, to me, it means kind of like get used to being together.
Okay. All right. I will talk to you shortly after I push the button on this video. This is for my old student, Amy. My friend, Amy. Say hi, Amy.
Hey.
Do you know what? She has a kid named Henry. Just like your cousin.